So in general, myself and or Emily will arrive at 9 o'clock. Um, at that point, we'll open up the kitchen. If it's a Monday, we'll turn on all the pilots for the stove, and put on onions. Generally, most things we cook have onions in them, so that'll be the first thing we do right away. And then we look at what we're serving for the day. Everything will have been prepped the day before. So we'll look at what we're serving for the day and see, what needs to go in, or if there's like something that will take a really long time, like cooking rice. So if we need to cook rice, we'll put that in the oven right away. Or if there's like 2 cases of romaine that needs to be washed, that takes a really long time. So we'll start on that right away. Anything that'll take a lot of hours, that's the first thing that we'll get done. And then we'll start like setting up spaces for volunteers to come in, and also just organizing things to be able to prepare lunch on time. Generally, volunteers will start coming in around 10:30, sometimes 11:30 or 12. It depends on the day. So somebody could get there even before we get here as well. So it can really be like a wild card of who will show up and when. And then around 11:30, we have to make sure that all the food is going to be ready in an hour. Start seasoning the food, rotate whatever's in the oven, and we'll have a volunteer in general set up the front. So we have 2 sinks in the front of the serving area, and those are where the students will clean their dishes. So we have dishes that we provide for people so that everybody doesn't have to bring Tupperware. And there's 3 stages so that people can, soap up your dish, rinse it, and then sanitize it. So all that needs to be set up in the drying racks. And then while that's being done, we'll finish cooking the food, seasoning it, and then the plates will be moved over to the serving area, and we'll start setting out the food at like 12:15. And then we'll write the chalkboard list of ingredients, and 12:25-ish, myself or Emily will go out and announce. So we just announce basically what the food is going to be, if there's wheat in any of the food. We'll announce that, we always need volunteers and that there's a donation bin. So basically the ways that people can help out the program if they wish, and just describe how to clean your dish and what duties you need to do around here. And then we'll just say, have a good lunch. And then the volunteers will serve the food. We count every day how many people we serve. So we have a clicker, and one of the volunteers serving the lunch will click for every person that we serve first and every person that we serve seconds on a separate clicker. And then in the back, we'll start on prep. So any vegetables that need to be chopped up for the next day, that will still be good the following day. So lettuce we won't chop up the day before, but potatoes, onions, celery, carrots, anything that will stay fresh the next day, we'll start chopping up in the back. We'll start cleaning up from lunch in the back, because depending on the day, if it's a really complicated meal or if it's just really hectic in the back and there's no volunteers, a lot of the dishes or cleaning work can be like kind of pushed aside. So we'll start cleaning up then, getting the kitchen organized, preparing to have the big pots and bowls come back to be washed. And then the prep work will start getting done. The food will end at around 1:30. If there's still a line at 1:30, we'll allow anybody that's waiting for food to get food. And then we'll bring the food in if there's any left. If there's no food left, we'll bring the pots in right away. We serve seconds at 1:15, so we'll announce you can get seconds now, but if there's anyone waiting for firsts, let them go before you. And then people will start doing their dishes themselves. Maybe a volunteer will start drying the dishes that are in the dish racks, and we'll start cleaning up all the pots and finishing up prep and putting everything away. And then, yeah, just finishing to clean up the serving area and in the kitchen. And then that'll be pretty much the end of the day on a regular day. And any of the administrative works and stuff like that will be done just when we have time.